Hi, and welcome back to the Wall and Shadow video guides. In this video, I'm going to show you around the tools that are available on the map screen and how to create a map to share with your players. As you can see, I'm already open at an adventure, which has a couple of players joined to it, and I'm going to create a new map now. Let's give it a name. On this screen you can select the map type out of either squares or hexes. It's important to choose the correct one because you can't change your decision later. I'm going to choose hexes. Save the map and it opens immediately, and as you can see the map is currently blank. On the left hand side there's a collection of tools which allow you to add things to the map. There are some tools that allow you to change the view. There's a colour selector, and there's a cogwheel which allows you to edit some of those map settings. Notice the free-for-all mode checkbox. If I check this and save, all my players have access to the full range of map tools. Without this, only the Game Master has access to most of the map tools. Players can only move the tokens that are assigned to them. Let's begin by adding a token. I can add a token using the plus button and then clicking on an empty hex. Select a colour. This is a monster, and so I am not going to assign it to a player. Save, and I have a swamp beast. I can also add a token by right-clicking and choosing Add Token from the right-click menu. You don't have to fill out the notes field, it's purely there in case you want a longer description for your creature. Incidentally, you can already see it's quite easy to get overlapping notes. You can click a note off by clicking on the note pin. I can add notes to the map as well as to tokens. Click the Add and Edit Map Notes button and click anywhere on the map to add a note. Or right-click and choose Add Note to add a note to a fixed part of the map. With the Square tool, I can paint areas. This is a simple coloration that can be used to denote anything you feel like, but that doesn't affect the movement of tokens. We can select a colour, having chosen the Area tool, and drag the Area tool around in order to draw, or click it again and shift drag to create a rectangular area. We can also right click and paint area in order to activate the Area tool using the menu. The next tool paints walls, and here, for example, I might paint a ruined wall that's seen standing within the swamp by dragging like so. Drag to the edge of the screen and the map will automatically pan. If you don't like the wall that you've drawn, you can press Escape. The same counts for areas, by the way. And I can right-click to paint wall to select the tool again to have another go at that. Or, as indicated, I can press A to paint areas, or W to paint walls. The final tool is the Room tool. The Room tool produces enclosed rooms that can be intersected with each other. So, for example, if I wish to create a small tower rising from the swamp, I might use the Room tool and drag in a small area. And now I have an enclosed space. And if I happen to place a player in here, they will not be able to exit that room and into the swamp. for example. Here is a trapped player. If you click on a token, you can see its line of sight is rendered. So for example, this monster, you can see only the near side of this wall and not the further side, and cannot see inside this tower. And similarly, the player character here can see only the interior of the tower and not the surrounding swamp. I, of course, as the game master, can drag this token now to move it anywhere I like. So I could escape my player from the tower if I wished, like that. Simply drag and let go. But my player could not, because they cannot move through and move out of an enclosed space. However, I can let them out if I say, for example, the door opens, the wall crumbles, and I can do that using the black colour here, which is the eraser. Select the black colour, press W to select the wall tool, and drag, and I can erase a wall, or if I wish, the whole tower. That last thing was quite cumbersome, wasn't it? Let's do that again better. Let's get the green back. Let's draw another tower. If I select the Erase tool now, and use the Room tool again, it functions as an effective block eraser. Neither of those things are what I wanted, though. What I wanted was... cut this bit. What I wanted was a tower with an opening, and for that reason I'm going to put this back. And once the door has been opened, of course, you can see the player character can see out through the tower, and this light shaded area is the area of the character's line of sight, and also the only area that the player could move their character in. Whilst the Select and Move Tokens tool is selected, which is the default, you can select and drag anywhere on the map to pan it around. The map doesn't have any dimensional limits. You can keep dragging as much as you like. The only limit is seen in the map title, where currently we can see 121 out of 10,000. That's the limit on the number of unique objects that are placed on the map. So each token, each section of wall, and each painted section of area counts as a unique object. And so does each note. As well as this, you can zoom the map using the mouse wheel. You can rotate it by holding down the Control key and dragging. Rotating the map might be useful for creating walls or rooms at an angle. Let's create some more ruins behind the wall, for example. Select this colour, press R, drag, and now we've created a horizontal section of ruins that will be at a 30-degree angle when we reset the map view to default. By, for example, clicking the Reset button here, or pressing O, as you can see by the underline. Dragging with the Room tool from one room into another will create a larger room using the combined outlines of both. Like so. As you can see, as you drag, walls that will be newly created appear in light, and walls that will be deleted appear in dark. If you shift drag with the Room tool, rather than combining rooms, it will create an intersection. So for example, if you shift drag starting in an outside area, it will simply delete the room area. Or if you shift drag starting from one of these two rooms, it will extend the room and push the other one away, creating a bounding wall. Passing through two rooms while dragging the room tool without shift will combine them, and so these two rooms can be merged again, like so. On the right hand side you can see some extra information. The question mark has some help. The players icon shows you who your players are, shows you which tokens each of them have, and you can click on the named tokens to focus the view on them. By the way, when you assign one of your players a token, their view will immediately focus on that token. And the network icon gives you an indication of your network status and will turn yellow or red if Wool and Shadow is having network issues. You can, as well as clicking to select tokens, you can shift and drag to select multiple tokens, and then drag and move to move several tokens at once. These monsters, for example, have smelled something inside the tower and are coming to threaten our player character. This tool here, with the note icon, offers you a menu that allows you to automatically hide all notes, show all notes, show only notes fixed to the map, or show only notes attached to tokens. And for now, that's about it. Enjoy yourselves with Wool and Shadow, and I'll see you next time. Oh, stay tuned, because in the near future there will be more features here, including larger tokens, and this is one you've been waiting for, I know, the ability to add images to your tokens.